Alright, hello, this is Demon coming back for Frostpunk. This is actually a game I've had stuffed into my game files for a while that I decided to play officially for Steam, and then I've pretty much played all the campaign, or all the episodes that they offer through the scenarios. Um, I think the only one I haven't officially played was, excuse me for 1 second, was the Fall of Winterhome. That was the only one I never got into. I've played A New Home. I've beaten A New Home. I've played the Arcs. I don't think I beat the Arcs because I reached a point where I was getting screwed, and I don't know. The Arcs are a lot more difficult in comparison to the other missions, so I will try that one. If we lose, we lose, but I will accept whatever happens as a result. I'll try my damnedest. Then you got the Refugees, and then you get the Fall of Winterhome. The one I'm going to go ahead and start playing is A New Home, which is the main story. You also can customize the scenarios, so if you feel like difficulty-wise you want to lower it, people's needs, economy, weather, society's attitude, you can set all that, which has kind of been nice. The other option you get is Survivor mode. Survive against all odds, there's no active pause, the game will be very difficult in your progress. We saved on exit only. If you probably do that, you probably whoop some ass, but not me, I'm pretty shitty at this game, so... I do have, I guess you could say, a method of how I know I can win this if I play it correctly. I'm just hoping I can do it the way I want. Mainly because there is a way to play this mission itself and do extremely goddamn well. Like, you can become a god. But it's a bitch. Definitely need something to drink. And as I said before, I do have a sort of a way of doing it. I just have to get, well, main thing is I got to get a lot of the things that you guys will be seeing. Like, I'll let you know the vehicles we got to get, stuff like that. Most people, I think, for the most part, have actually played this game. And I believe, if I remember right, I think they're supposed to be bringing this game to console, but I don't know how well that's going to work out. Because it's the user interface, whenever this finishes loading, when you guys see it, I think it'll come in with... Yeah, let's watch this.
World. No horizon in sight. The rulers of old, stripped, pride and glory. It feels as yesterday we were turning the wheels of progress. Until the frost stopped it all. Suddenly, without a warning. When tides had changed, they changed for all of us, no matter wealth or class. We've lost our world to snow, and with it, our last traces of humanity. We bid farewell to plenty, and for those who remained came the time to adapt. We decided to leave our homes and head north. We roamed for weeks, maybe months, leaving behind all the things we once believed had made us. It was hope that pushed us forward. Slowly, step by step, we knew the cost of our journey, and we paid the price 100 times. Finally, the time has come to build the last city on earth.
Alright, so A New Home. We fled from London and crossed the sea to reach the frozen north. On the way, our conflict was hit by a blizzard and scattered. A handful of us managed to reach the site of the generator, only to find it frozen solid and abandoned. Why is no one here? Did any of our people survive the blizzard? are there any others out there? Whatever we do, we should expect the worst now that the world as we know it has crumbled. So, as you guys can clearly tell, this is a big survival game. If you've ever played, I think, oh, what the hell's the game called? I think it's The Little Ones. I can't remember the hell the full name. I'll probably come back in the next episode, 'cause I'll probably look on my Steam thing just because it'll piss me off. But if you've ever played from this company before, there's a similar game like this out there, except it's like based around surviving during a civil war, I guess, happening inside your city or something. This time around, it's you are surviving a post-apocalyptic world where the earth is freezing over and people, for some reason, I don't know if they explain it, as far as I know, in game-wise they don't really explain too much, is if the world is freezing, why the hell are you heading north? I mean, I get the world's frozen, but don't you think you'd be going south? I mean, there's a fucking equator there. It's very hot. But there's probably a lot of lore behind this that I never bothered to get into, so I might probably explain it in the comment section if you are interested. As for myself, all I can tell you is we are people from London, England. We are going to be running north, and we're going to try to escape the freezing weather. Now, this game does have a lot of aspects to it that I really do enjoy. I'll probably end up pausing it real quickly before the game really starts. Yeah, fight the cold. We need to get the generator working. It provides us the power to other buildings. Heat and power to them. Without it, we will freeze to death. Stockpile scroll generator. Okay, so before we start, yes, I'm American. Fahrenheit. That's the only thing I understand. I don't give a damn about Celsius. That's number one. Number two. The aspects of the game I'm talking about come into the Book of Laws. So this is adaptation. This is you having the decisions to basically tell your people what to do. Now, I've learned from what I've seen through this, which is this. If you do any of these if you do anything revolving food, I always recommend the soup. It's the best. Radical treatment, cemetery, fighting arena kind of leads into some other things, emergency shifts. The one aspect of the game that I do find very enjoyable is this one right here. You can either sit there and choose child labor laws, which are safe jobs, or child shelters. Now, early on in the game, the safe jobs is probably something as a player I would rather have access to. But the one thing nice about the child shelter ones is the kids can do jobs that revolve primarily around, the hell am I hearing? Okay, those are those guys talking. I thought my radio was on magically. The child sheltered ones actually allow them to help boost either your medical or engineer facilities. I'll probably have to make it I'll have to make a very brash decision on that, but we'll go for emergency shifts first. Only reason I'm saying it is because I feel like it'll have the most value. So before we unpause, let's go ahead and get my road set up. This is one aspect of the game that I really do like. Everything is centered around you building these supposed road systems. Now, what I would recommend is if you're playing this inner ring should be where majority of your housing takes place. Mainly due to the fact that this is the warmest section of it, so if you have houses built here, your people are going to be relatively happy. Other things that we're going to end up getting into is I have to go find, what do you call it? Where the hell are they? This will be, where the hell are they? Steam cores. This is going to be essential. I'm going to be hunting those bastards down to build some little vehicles. So it says we need coal. So we have wood crates here. We have steel wreckage. Wood crates. I recommend going for wood and this. And then what I'm going to go ahead and do is we are going to get into tech at some point. So once the tech gets it gathered up, we're going to go ahead and start it. And then we're just going to jump straight to speed 3 because I need this shit going, man. Speed 3 is a godsend. You want it. Gathers everything so much quicker. And now these are called workshops. This is how you research a lot of the tech in this game. So if you click on here, no, where the hell is it? No, that's not what I want. It is it economy? No. I will find it. Maybe I had to have one of those up first. I don't remember. It's been a while since I played this game, so it's hard for me to remember everything. But I'm going to jump on it and put pretty much. Actually, how many of those guys do we have? We have about that many. Okay. So let's go ahead and do that. And then to help people out with health, we'll get this built in the back. Okay, and with that, let's go ahead and put our people on researching. So, the ones you can get is steam hubs, which are actually kind of nice. These will let you get some heating in and let your people grow. There's also heaters, also very vital. If you get temperature starts decreasing, this is a way to improve it. The beacon's actually really useful, faster gathering. Sawmill, steelworks. Steelworks is actually a really nice one because this is one of the only industrial buildings that you can get that doesn't actually take away steam cores. So if you need steel really badly, it's a good way of getting it. The one I'm probably going to focus on first, and I think it's just because it's me. Now, from hunters will return with raw food from each hunt up to 20 raw. We're going to be jumping on hunter's gear, if I can research it. As time goes on, we will sit there and get more shit done. Good, we got this in. Let's go ahead and do that. And then the next thing we're going to jump on is food. So we're going to go ahead and get a cookhouse built right there. And then probably starting the next day, we're probably going to jump into getting the tents in. I don't want to put my engineers there. What's happening here? A family torn apart. We'll do what we can. Blah, 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 blah. Not important. Now, this will be when you get into housing problems. No roof over our head. Captain, people are understandably concerned about the lack of shelter. They're all falling ill from sleeping outside in the terrible cold. We'd better do something about it. I'll provide shelters, which means you have 2 days to build a shelter for 40 people. Now, it doesn't specify what type of housing to build, but you can. The other option is you have 2 days to shelter for 80 people. That one's actually not that hard to do. I could probably do it rather quickly, because if we go here, we already have enough to build 3 tents, so it doesn't essentially matter all that much. Ooh, wisdom of the crowd. Ooh, almost forgot. Level 1. Start. Did I not gather coal? Oh, I gathered up on wood. Fuck. Well, that's a mistake, number 1. Let's see. I kept thinking that one of you guys coal? Doesn't look like it. Alright, so we're going to put you guys here. Good thing we got that extended shift. That was a nice grab. Now we can turn it on. Yeah, that was a mistake on my part. Damn. Why the hell is speed? Wait a minute. 1 takes us down to there. 2 doesn't actually do that. 3 does that. And nothing activates speed 3. That's fucking nice. So yeah, we're gonna need this turned on for the night. People are probably gonna get a little pissy, but we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Let's sit there and see. In case of, let's see, child labor. I wonder if I should do the safe jobs. I get more out. I could get a lot more out of it in the short term. I actually might want to jump on that. All right, so we're gonna jump on safe jobs, child labor. Now that'll decrease hope by a fair bit, but we'll be fine. Because now I can use the kids to basically go get me resources. So one thing we're desperately in need of is steel at this point, so we will put the kids on steel gathering at this time. Okay, with the hunter gear in, we're set there. Got that coming in. Let's go ahead and invest heavily into housing. I think that's actually the last of the 5, if I remember correctly. If not, we're actually really close. Alright, that's good. Next thing we're going to be doing is... where is this? Resources. Go ahead and get me beacons. So I actually got to go and get those people back. 'Cause there's a lot of important missions to do with that. And then as for people, I think we do need a last 1 built. And that is the last of the tents. Now everybody has a house, everybody should be happy. Yes, discontent goes down, hope rises. Since we also have this up and running, we actually get access to it really early. And let's sit there and see. Next thing we're going to jump on. All jobs, extended shifts. It's actually not a bad thing to get when you need it later, but we'll hold out. We'll go ahead and aim for a cemetery. And then we'll go ahead and build some of the roads out. Yeah, let's do that. And then people can do it when they get time. The next thing we will build, which will go right here, will be the cemetery. That'll make people a little bit happier. Very good, very good. Okay, beacon research done. Let's go ahead and build that beacon real quickly. Which, it actually will get built back behind the cemetery at this point, because I'm not too concerned about it. And then we can go ahead and do another tech. I would say our best bet is getting... I want to get faster gathering. I think that's more useful at this point. Okay, so we're going to put 15 of you on here, another 15 here. This is probably something about the kids. Give this kid a day off. Yes. Okay, that's good. Oop, didn't mean to put you on that. Ah, the beacon. Now this is the most essential tool for the game pretty much, mainly because it gives you access to the ability to do missions, so it's going to prove very vital for us to have access to this. So these are the missions we can do. You have a crash site and you have the Lost Expedition. So we're going to actually go and do the Lost Expedition first. Oh yeah, you guys already got the steel gathered up. Very good, very good. Do we have any more wood access? Go ahead and put you guys on that. I want a lot of wood coming in. And then if we go here, it's going to cost us, I think, is that 40 wood? Oh my god. Alright. So everybody should be pretty content at this point. Resource shortages, extended shifts. That's not something I'm going to jump on. We will do ceremonial funerals, because that's actually a nice thing to get. And then tomorrow, when the game starts up, we are going to jump on getting these guys out. They're going to go look for the Lost Expedition. Once they're done, we're actually going to go ahead and get ready to get hunting houses built so we can actually go and gather our own food. Because right as of now, this is the point we're at. It is cold. Very, very cold. Okay, so what was the next thing I had to get? I think the next one I wanted to grab was probably heaters? No, I think the next one we want to grab is the sawmill. And then we should have enough wood get gathered. 3, 2, 1, build. You guys are going to go hunting for the Lost Expedition. Very good. And then once that's done, we're going to go back to food, build a hunter's hut. Which is going to get built behind this. That way it's connected to some part of the road. What's happening out here? I see. Alright, so we're probably going to have to get ready for that too. A lot of wood's been gathered up. Let's sit there and see resources. Sawmill. This is where we can put you at, right about... Well, we actually have a couple options. Which is the best place to put this at? Probably right about there. And then what I can do is connect a direct road to it. That way we are gathering that wood up. Okay, good. You guys got that. And then the next thing we're going to jump on are heaters. I got to get heaters in. Okay, you got it. Explore. Escort the survivors to the city. Now, the thing with this is actually going to get put on hold for a while. I'm probably not going to be using it that much. The big grab is going to be trying to keep the coal reserves we got ready to go. Oh, there they are. Ah, very nice. Okay, So these people are all going to need housing, these people are all going to need food. So the thing we're going to be jumping on next is 15, and then since we have a little bit left over, we're going to go for another hunter's hut and build it right here. And then that'll get built too. And then I think what we were building, I think it was heaters, yes. And then let's get our boys. Crash site, gloomy cave. Guess you guys can head here. And then we got several people that just came in. So let's get 2 more tents built up. That'll satisfy housing for at least a little bit. People won't be too happy about it, but I got no choice but to do this. Let's see. Kids can keep maxing out on that. That's good. Double rations for kids. Working children will eat double rations. Hope will rise. No, we can't afford. Nothing will change. I mean, I guess. But we don't have food, so it's not like it matters. Feed more with less. We're going to jump on the food or the soup bandwagon. Switch everything to the soup. In hopes that this will feed the rest of the population. Alright, so we got that. I think the next thing we're going to want to jump on is drawing boards. So we're going to go for the tier 2 text for this shit. Also, let's go ahead. We will increase this through that and that. Yes, and there is the people dying bit. Those are the fun ones. But we're gonna have, everything should be warming up here shortly, so we'll just have to hold out and hope for the best. We gotta wait for the heating to kick in. Good, explore. You guys are able to take resources. We got a steam core, very nice. Go to the steel bridge. We have a friend we gotta go gather there. Go boys, go. I'm hoping these guys can get me enough food. We're gonna need 2 more tents, build them there. Steel wreckage, go ahead and get me 10 guys that can go out there. They'll start gathering that up. We're out of coal now. Stir you guys on that. Treat the gravely ill. Open the book of laws. So this is where you get into, you can either stay life or do radical treatment. We're gonna do radical treatment because it'll keep them alive. Okay, drawing boards, that's good. So, in the case of this, I would say our best bet for long-term survival will be medical post upgrade. I think we might want to go ahead and do resources. Let's get the steelworks going. We're going to need it. It's desperate. Mainly because I think we only have 2 more steel wreckages left. This one's actually almost done, and this one's only got 60. Yes. You guys made it. Send it to the city or dismantle. Wait a minute. So I could keep it, and it will automatically come back. Or I can get 2 steam cores off of it and rebuild it myself. You know what? I never considered this before. Usually I just keep it, but that's 2 steam cores. That's me building 2 of those for the price of 1, but I would need the desperate resources for it, which is steel and wood. And I would have to say, due to the fact that steel and wood are so plentiful at the moment, and I think we need at least tier. Nah, we'll just take it. I'll take it. I want it. I want it. Go to the weather station. Screw it. We will take it. It will come back home. We will use it. I probably shouldn't have done that. Probably could have been doing a little bit better. But we'll take what we can get. And then in terms of this, get me a steelworks built over there. And then I can take all the kids off of that. And now they should be happier because they're not freezing to death out there. And then I also, because it's only going to take it a day, I can take all my guys off the wood cutting too. That's good. That's very good. And then we actually got to build a street. Bam. Alright. Adaptations, extra rations for the ill. That's actually not a bad one. We could do the care house. Let's do extended shifts. Screw it. It'll be fine.
Listen, everyone. New law is signed.
Good. You guys explored. Take the resources. And I actually want you guys... No. I want you guys just to come home. Because I got your resources, and I really want those to stay with us. Go ahead and head home. I'll send you guys somewhere else now. And since we got that done, coal mining's the next big jump, but I would say more scouts. More scouts for now. And then let's go ahead and we'll put our guys back over here. Do that, that'll keep you guys nice and warm. How is the medical tent? It's doing fine. More scouts researched means at least 5 citizens available. Ooh, let's do this. Jump on in a heartbeat. And you guys will head to the crash site. Alright, and with that back, we now have steel that we can use. That's good shit, man. You guys have been gathering coal for me. Good, because that was a big concern of mine for a bit. Okay, that's good. Adaptations. Extra rations for the ill. And then I think what we're going to want to do is, for health reasons, is get ready to build another medical post. So we're probably going to jump on that next. And then we can turn you guys all off of that because this guy will make it here in the next few hours. And then let's go ahead and see what you guys did. Okay, good. You guys are at the crash site. Take the resources. Head to that observatory. You guys head back out. You're going to go straight to Winterhome because I think discontent will keep rising if I don't send you there now. Good, with all the wood, we can build a new medical tent. Ah, and the big man is here. Very good. Very, very good. So, the essential thing to remember with this nice automatron is I can use it for different things. So in the case of this, we currently have 72 steel, 191 wood. The nice thing with it is it doesn't get affected by the cold. It doesn't get affected by anything. So you can essentially use this for whatever resource you want. And since all the people will now be taken off of everything else, this means that I can throw them in other places. So in the case of this, the medical post will get built, and then at this time, let me see if I can get, where is food and health? I think we got to get it, it's in the tech 2-bit. So, let's go ahead and research it. We'll get into the next round of tech. I will throw our big man over here, and he will gather us a little bit of steel for a while, and then once we hit like around 100, I will throw him back on the wood gathering. So he'll go over here and gather us whatever wood we need. Good, you guys got drafting machines. Go ahead, get me hunting tactics because that is beyond a use. And that's good. Let's heat some homes. Let's heat all homes. I want to address this now. That's the problem. If we don't do it, they'll get even more mad. So I won't address this right now because I can't promise keeping their homes heated because starting day 10, the temperature is going to go. Escort the survivors to the city. Send the survivors to the city. It will take them longer and some of them may die. I need those engineers right now. Let's do it. Those guys are going to be beyond useful. And then since we're here, let's go ahead and go back to tech. Give me another one of these built. I see. And then let's go ahead and get this going. Get that. You guys are all heated. That's good, that's good. Yeah, a lot of people are just dying because of the heating bits. So we're gonna have to get ready for this. As for you guys, you know what? I'm gonna have to do something drastic. The engineers are gonna work extended shifts because I need them to be doing a lot more shit in comparison to everything else. Let's see, you guys can go to the gloomy cave. Let's see, laws are here. Let's go ahead and go down. We will do, I guess we could do triage. Hope will fall, discount will rise. I say care houses. And then if we go to the health section, I can build that. And then let's go to people. We will build us 3 tents. Cut off his leg, let him be. Good, we got the tactics. That means I can get those guys running a bit better. And then I think this is the one, improves tools, methods, people employed will heal the sick 10% faster, or we can do bunkhouses. I think bunkhouses are more essential at this point. And then another thing we can go ahead and jump on, which is food, is build another hunting house. And then I can throw 10 more people on there. That'll give us our resources we're desperate for. We can go to people, and then the outer ring will be the ones that get bunkhouses first, because they have the highest chance of getting sick and dying. And then cookhouse insulation we'll go ahead and jump on too. And then actually I'll take the workers off of that and let's throw the kids on this. That's good. You guys arrive, gloomy cave, leave the bears alone, or we can help them. I don't think it's worth to leave the bears alone. It's good. Go to the coal mine. So this is primarily the reason why I decided to start getting, what the hell? Oh, okay, that's that thing. I thought that was something else occurring. Okay, that's in. Now let's go ahead and get flying houses, or we can go ahead and get coal mining, but we need wood. Shit. We'll have to hold for a bit. Actually, the question is did I get tier 3 shit done yet? Because where is it? Where is it? Factories. I actually might want to get factories first. Let's do factories first. Because I can run this thing on overdrive for a bit. We need the factories built because I need to start using some of these steam cores up. That's good. Steam cores? Yes, 2 more. It's mine. Go to the freshwater springs. Hope Falls. Yes, this is where hope begins to collapse because of this shit. Coming here was a fool's errand. We should go back. How are we supposed to survive if they didn't? So this is where you get into the play of hope collapsing because of finding winter home like that. So this is where you get into. You can choose your path. People are shaken, racked by fear and doubt, and they have lost hope in our chances of survival. Desperation could quickly push them to commit reckless acts. You have to unite behind a vision of the future. Decide now what will give them purpose and restore hope, or else our city will descend into chaos that consumed winter home. So, you can do order and discipline, or faith and spiritual strength. In case of this, I think I'm going to jump on faith and spiritual strength. But before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and end this episode here. I think this is going to be a little bit over 30 minutes, mainly because of the small introduction. and the fact that we're playing this now. So I will stop this here. I'm going to keep recording for the rest of this day. Probably I'll try to get this mission completely done, hopefully today, and then I'm probably going to relax for a little bit. So if you've been enjoying the content, please like, subscribe, leave a comment down below, and I will be seeing you guys in the next round. I need to burp there. Sorry about that. Frostpunk. I'll see you guys then. Thank you.